Hey, low carb athletes, this is Debbie Potts, and I'm just doing a quick little weekly video just to share some different hacks I'm doing to improve my ability to burn fat, performance, and the aging process as I turn 50 this November. So I'm just working on everything I can do, N=1 experiment to improve my health from the inside out. Part of that right now is my sleep, and I got an OURA ring in February this year, finally, after wanting one for 2 years. But I have been experimenting with my sleep scores. So if I pull up my sleep score on my OURA ring, whoops, I can see what I'm doing and not doing to improve my sleep. So my HRV, optimal HRV balance, and also looking at my deep sleep and REM sleep. And last night I had 33% deep sleep, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that's a lot. And I had 1 hour, 31 minutes of 21% REM sleep, which is good. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, what did I do to improve my sleep? Because we really want to improve our recovery time, our detoxification. Your brain detoxes, your body just heals and rebuilds itself while we sleep. So really working on what can you do with your sleep, looking at your sleep score, also, tracking your heart rate variability. I've been finding, interesting information on here, what impacts my HRV, what impacts deep sleep and REM sleep, and my other things like my body temperature and cycling females. It's kind of fun to track too, and then put in when your cycle starts. You can see different things that change in your body. And my heart rate down to 39. Last night, my HRV was 137. So getting an OURA ring for athletes, I think, is such a good investment. It's about $300. You can get different rings and have it whatever finger you want. And really great way, a great tool to hack your performance in a way, because again, N=1, it's always an experiment what works for you. And so different things I've been doing, I've been sharing on my Instagram, the low carb athlete on Instagram, using magnesium. I like Bio Optimizers or Natural Stacks, or Jigsaw Health has great magnesium to take before bed. I also have been doing glycine amino acid, putting 3 grams to 5 grams in water bottle and shake it up post workouts and before bed. About 2 hours before bed, I've been reading about 3 grams of glycine pre-bed will help improve REM sleep and also show some improvement in deep sleep. I also been, for a long time, not eating before bed. I have slow digestion and really need to take a lot of digestive enzymes when I eat a meal. And weekdays, Sunday through Thursday, I typically eat a big meal about 2, 3 o'clock in my work day. That works great. And then I have time to digest. And if I need something, if I'm starting to feel hungry later on before bed, I'll just have some Kion amino drink or Kion tablets that don't break your fast as the Kion amino drink would, has some calories in it. And also a spoonful of almond butter and some coconut oil. So little things I've been doing, listening to my body, knowing when to break a fast, when to have something on more active days. And also for the cycling female athlete, we want to make sure we're not fasting too much, especially before your cycle begins at last like day 20 to 28. So different things I work with clients on an individual basis, kind of tracking all this and putting those missing pieces of the puzzle together. But for me, the glycine's making a big difference. I think I also experiment with different sleep supplements as CBD, and it has passion flower and lavender and different things in a sleepy time supplement. I also just tried Organifi, got some individual packets the other day at the health fair before the half marathon. And I had their gold, Organifi gold. And I was taking that last night. And I don't know if that was part of it. It's always try to sequence one thing at a time to see what works or not, because you can't really tell if I tried 10 different new things at once, what actually is helping. So ideally just do Organifi sleep and relax powder. All right, the next night, try higher dose magnesium. When we're working with clients on a healing protocol, often we look at their magnesium level, have 0.5 times your body weight in magnesium. So if that's, you weigh 200 pounds, times that by 0.5, that's how many grams of magnesium have a day. So say 800 milligrams at nighttime, or have it throughout the day, like Jigsaw Health Meg SRT is a slow release magnesium, or have some in the morning and your higher dose at nighttime, because that will help with sleep as well. So different little things you can experiment. N equals 1. You just have to figure out what works for you and play with it, and have something you can track, your OURA ring, a Whoop band, something else is, I don't know, Fitbit, but devices that are in airplane mode while you're sleeping, and be able to track on your sleep, because that's where the action's at, where you want to really improve your health and performance longevity. We really want to focus on quality sleep, right? So I'm all about sleep. After my adrenal exhaustion starting in 2013, where I broke down my body and burned out my body systems, sleep was horrible. That 2 a.m. wake up call, not being able to fall back asleep, and really struggling with sleeping through the night and having naps every day. That was brutal. That was a bad year. And ever since then, I've really been on a journey to help heal and rebuild my own self and restore my health, focusing on proper nutrition. But the stress for me, I was already a healthy eater. I've always been pretty good at food, but doing too low of carb probably was an issue. Not eating enough was my issue. Chronic stress, running my own business, excess exercise, training for Ironmans, and doing multiple fitness classes a day as a personal trainer and instructor, and just a chronic stress of running your own business financially. So all that chronic stress externally, and then the internal sources of chronic stress, we call an FDN, metabolic chaos. And really working on what we say the dress for health success protocol with clients, working on diet is for the D of dress, rest, exercise, stress reduction, and then supplementation. So we can't out supplement poor lifestyle habits. So we always want to work on these other 4 lifestyle habits first, and then work on the supplementation, what we need to stimulate, activate, support in our body systems. Also, I created 10 years ago the holistic method, working on 8 elements to really transform the whole you from the inside out. So my 8 elements to work on the whole you are nutrition and exercise, sleep, stress, movement, because just because you worked out this morning doesn't mean you don't need to move all day. And then we've got movement, digestion and gut health is 1, hydration, and then happiness, play, laughter, gratitude, that's number 8. So really working on all these elements are really essential. Sleep is what I often find myself starting with people on. What are you doing in the morning, getting that daylight exposure to wake yourself up? And if you listen to different people's experts speak on melatonin recently, it's more that morning sun exposure will start producing melatonin, and then nighttime, you're releasing that melatonin. So what we do in the morning to make and store the melatonin is important, as well as nighttime. What are you doing before bed to help release that melatonin? Seeing that sunset, getting off the blue light computer screens that we're on and devices, stop reading your phone and looking at emails after 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, stop eating before bed, create that sleep hygiene routine, that sleep cave that's super cold, getting what I want, but still need to buy the chili pad and setting that for 60 degrees, and really having that dark room. I wear my eye mask. I have all my face lotions I put on before bed, and have my gratitude journal, 3 things I can write in what I was grateful for that day. And then I read in bed. So I try to go to bed early enough so I can read, at least set my bar low. 3 pages is my goal to read before bed. Often it's more than that, but getting out, starting your day, and how you end the day really impacts your health, your aging process, performance, recovery, repair, because that's the sleep. How are you sleeping is where I want to start with a lot of clients. So if you're waking up at 1, 2, 3 in the morning and you're wide awake, can't get back to sleep, there's some red flags going on there. So chronic stressors, Chinese medicine, that's liver time around 2 a.m. And maybe your body's struggling, trying to have too much stress in the liver. It's trying to detoxify and it's overwhelmed. Could be some parasites, blood sugar dysregulation, all sorts of things. So we investigate, figure out what is the why, but let's work on always the lifestyle habits first. So that's my tip for today. Just try to get the OURA ring or some type of sleep device. Try, your different drinks before bed, if it's some aminos and glycine, a little higher dose at 3 grams, try that out. And also just work on meditation, cold showers and journaling and just kind of unwinding at night. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help you train, perform, and of course, burn fat as the low carb athlete. So talk to you next time on the Holistic Method coaching program. See you then.